Alright, my fellow Bleach fans, it is time to rise up once again. I'm sorry for the shitty hair that I have, but I am headed home right now from working over the weekend. And obviously, I was not at Anime EXPO. I haven't been there in a while, but I plan to go someday again. But the Bleach news, bro. I'm sort of shaking, but I'm not. The amount of stuff that they said. First things first, let's get this out of the way, right? New Bleach game, not like a mobile game or anything, legit game on the console or the PC. Like it's headed to Steam PC, the Xbox One X and S and the PS4 and the PS5 and shit. Like, it's coming. Bandai Namco making it and everything. Like, bro, this is the time to be a Bleach. Like, it's always a good time to be a Bleach fan, but this, like, I'm trying to find places to, like, you know, I gotta get a gaming setup, build my own computer and shit like that. So, like, this is the time for me. It's the time for me, right? So I like it. It's everything's aligning. Everything's aligning. I'm getting that. I'm very excited about that. So get that out of the way right now. Number 2, the trailer for part 3, the conflict of the 1,000-year Blood War arc. Oh my, like, we're watching a movie, man. We're watching a movie. We're seeing, like, it seems like Ichigo, like, we're gonna get that fight that we didn't get to see in the manga, the fight with Ichigo and Uryu, and like which isn't like the biggest deal to me that they didn't fight and stuff, because like it kind of like how they were, like, you know, running into the royal palace and stuff like that seemed like fighting Uryu might have felt like a little bit out of place or something, but it's coming. You're seeing that fight with Ichigo fighting Uryu, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen to where Ichigo, like, fully knocks, like, sense into Uryu, because Uryu's saying, like, I'm a Quincy, there's nothing else that matters and shit. We know you're not that fucking dumb, Uryu. We know you're not that stupid to just be like, I'm a Quincy, so I'm gonna fight against you guys. They're your friends. They're your friends. That's like, it's stupid, but like, I feel like Ichigo is very clearly gonna knock some sense into him. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a really good fight, but I'm really thinking that Ichigo is just gonna at the end just beat his ass, or just give him like a good fucking punch or some shit like that. I'm hyped about it. And then Shunsui Kyoraku going his Bankai. Y'all ain't ready. Anime only is y'all ain't ready. That shit is terrifying. Like, his Bankai is absolutely terrifying, and definitely merits him as the captain commander of the Soul Society, or the Seirete, like the Soul Society, or the captain commander of the 13 squads, bro. It merits it. Like, it is terrifying. It is scary. I'm ready for that shit. And then seeing, like, that little bit of Ichibei, like, still fighting, and then nothing happening to Yuak, or to Juhabak, bro. Anime only is, y'all ain't ready for that moment, for what happens. Just know that y'all anime only is 100% gonna be like, yo, what the, like, y'all are gonna freak out, bro. Everything in that trailer, and then you got the key visual of the squad: Ichigo, Chad, Orihime, Ganju, bro. You know, if they have a key visual of them together in that poster, key visual, just them, you know there's gonna be added on, never before seen stuff that they're gonna show as all of them are headed into the royal palace to get up there to see what's happening with the Soul King. You see like Ichigo's blood vein activating and shit like that. Like, and then Ukitake, bro. Oh my gosh. Y'all ready to get emotional for that shit, man. Like that. And then you got like Yuok's like voice saying that like, being here for so long, protecting the Soul Reapers and the world and stuff has made you like taken a liking to the Soul Reapers. Soul King like yelling at Yuok yelling at the Soul King and shit. I'm man, and then seeing that little bit with Mayuri and seeing what he looks like, I know exactly. We all know, manga fans all know exactly what that fight is. We're seeing that in part 3. We're seeing that in part 3. Then we're seeing like Shunsui in part 3 going off on his abilities and stuff. And then we're gonna see more of like the royal guard, the elite royal guard that Yuok has and stuff. Oh my gosh, like we're gonna see all these fights in part 3. What's gonna happen in part 4? I'm so ready, man. Oh, those fights are gonna be amazing. Mayuri, the fight that's gonna happen with Mayuri, the fight that's gonna happen with Shunsui, obviously the fight that's happening with Uryu and Ichigo that's going to happen and stuff. The whole squad squatting up, like literally, like on the key visual, like it's amazing. Oh man, and then seeing what I think his name's Hisui, right? The vice captain of the squad 6, I think, right? Using his dual blades, and then you're seeing like Renji still in his Bankai state, meaning it seems like he's gonna have another fight or something. I'm fucking ready for that shit. Like, the trailer is absolute fire. Everybody doing Bankai in the beginning, like hearing everybody saying Bankai. I kind of want to differentiate that, like, and hear it slowly of everybody saying Bankai, so you can hear and listen to see if like they were actually different like voices that we haven't seen Bankais from or something, you know, like, you know, maybe Ukitake or something, or like saying Bankai but you didn't really notice it because they were all overlapping each other. That's very interesting. But and regardless, I'm hyped and excited. I cannot wait for that shit. Like, it's once again, it still doesn't feel real. Like, it really doesn't. And I don't know why or how I'm ever gonna, like, recover or, like, recuperate. Like, it's amazing. I'm ready for it. Anyways, going past the trailer, they had a quick video of the series directors and whatnot, talking about how there's going to be a lot, not just a little bit, a lot of never before scenes, sequences, fights, and all this shit. Scenes, sequences, fights, and everything. A lot of never before seen stuff, a lot of expanded stuff. Bro, like, so many different things. He also said there's going to be a lot more like CGI used than in part 2. There's going to be more used. It's going to be more used in part 3 also, which I'm actually fine with. I don't really care that much. But yeah, like, regardless, I'm very hyped and excited about it. So them talking about, like, and then more Bankais being shown and shit. So what I'm thinking, like, first of all, I'm gonna say, like, things that I think are going to be shown that are, like, new or never before seen type of stuff. I'm gonna start off with the Arankars, right? Like Grimjow and Nell. I'm gonna say Neliel. I think, and Haribel. The Haribel one is a little bit out there because I genuinely want her to get a little bit of justice for like what happened with her. Like she technically really was just shown and then have her chained up and like tied up and shit. I want to see something with her. Just a brief maybe 10-20 second thing sequence of her like wiping out at least just fodder like nobody Quincy's. Like if I just I'm able to see that, good. Fantastic. Now, I want to see something happen with Neliel, like, you know, either her fighting somebody or her and Grimjow teaming up to fight somebody or something. Because in the manga, Nell quite literally never did anything. Like, literally at all. In terms of fighting somebody or anything, I want to see that. And Grimjow sort of like he was mostly chasing somebody and then did a surprise attack on somebody, and then that's literally it. I'm not gonna say anything because, you know, anime only stuff. That's all that Grimjow really ever did, and it was a little bit annoying, but I understand Kubo because he had a little bit of time constraints and stuff because of a lot of things, not just Shonen Jump or anything. But I hope we see a bunch of that stuff. Now, Bankais, I would really love it if we were actually able to see Ukitake's Bankai. That would be really fucking cool, because he does have a Bankai, and it was shown in Bleach Brave Souls, but that was just the mobile game. Like, he was shown to have one, but he never used it at all, and it's in, like, the manga. But yeah, I want to see... If we see that the Ukitake's Bankai, I mean, it's fine. But if we don't, then it's not like a big bother. That's just something that's a little bit out there that I would love to see. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's whatever. One thing I'm pretty damn certain that we're gonna actually see is, because of the trailer of us seeing him, and us actually in the manga at the end of the war, he was being laughed at that, like, oh, you don't have a Bankai, you didn't use it and shit like that, whatever. And he said he did use it in the manga. He stated that he did use it. Who I'm talking about is, I keep forgetting his name. Hisagi, I believe. Is it Hisui or Hisagi or something? He has that 69 tattoo on his cheek, and I believe squad. I forgot what squad he was on, but like his scythe, Zanpakuto Kazeshini, like if I'm pretty damn certain we're gonna see his Bankai, and his Bankai is broken. The only characters that would be able to, I want to say, like beat him or something like that, would be the absolute like echelon, like higher up characters. Like, those are the only characters that would be able to beat him if he was able to use Bankai around them. That's literally it. That's how crazy his Bankai is. And I would love to see. I'm pretty damn certain that that's one thing that we will see. Like 100% we will see. And I want to put money on it. Like, I really do. But anyways, that is one that we will 100% see. Another one that I feel like is completely out there, like random out there, that I'm pretty certain we won't see, but it would be really fucking cool, is if that Rangiku actually achieved Bankai, or finally achieved Bankai. That would be absolutely nuts. I would be here for it. I would be losing my mind and everything. Because she kind of gets taken out and stuff, and then she gets brought back and shit. And like the whole scene with her fighting Basby, yeah, it makes sense that she wouldn't even use it, actually, because at that time she was taken out before Kisuke even mentioned the the temporary holification pills and stuff. She was already taken out there. So she would not have any recollection of that and would be hiding her Bankai because she still wouldn't know if she could use it or not during that. That's why she was fighting with Hitsugaya. So that would be really fucking cool. And it's a thing that's just completely out there because she never used it in the manga and stuff like that. And she's known to be her Zanpakuto is known to be very lazy, and she herself is known to be very lazy too. So it is completely out there. So yeah, but it's a completely out there like hope. But if it does end up being that, I'm gonna lose my shit. That's another Bankai. Another Bankai I think we're going to see maybe in this. Actually, yeah, I think it is in this part 3. I think it might be. Is Kisuke's. Kisuke's Bankai? Don't even know. That is also an absolutely broken ability too. Not gonna say anything about it, obviously. That's it. But like, bro, I'm just so hyped and excited. Those Bankais, who else is Bankai? Maybe another one out there, completely out there. Would be like Momo's Bankai, if she has a Bankai. Since she's vice captain and we've known her for so long, I would love to see it. Also, another Bankai that we got to see, that we have to see, is what is his name? From the Squad 11, he's the vice captain, or now he's the vice captain. Ikkaku, bro, please give me Ikkaku's Bankai again. His first release in that entire sequence back in the Arrancar arc, the beginning of the Arrancar arc, when he goes Bankai on that hollow, on that Arrancar, that was quite literally one of the best transformations and sequences in all of Bleach, period. Before the 1,000-Year Blood War. Like, that was quite literally one of the... So we see that shit again, and it's probably even more developed and more advanced looking shit. Oh, oh, sorry. Like, I'm done. Like, oh my God, it's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be amazing. We better fucking get that shit. Please, let's get that shit. So those are all the Bankais that I could think of, like, you know, Hisagi, I believe that's his name, Ikkaku, Ukitake, possibly, Rangiku and Momo, probably not going to, but it would be really fucking cool as a surprise. We're gonna get Shinsui's Bankai. We might get Ukitake's Bankai. We have no idea. Like, we're probably gonna get Kisuke's Bankai in this arc, or this part. We might get Mayuri's. Oh yeah, we do get Mayuri's Bankai again. His Bankai is always a disgusting, like, deformed looking, baby looking thing, which is hilarious to me. But that fight's gonna be amazing. What other Bankais? I don't think there's any other Bankais that really makes me, like, want to be like, oh yes, please, I want to. I think that might be it for, like, Bankais and stuff. And never before sequences that I think never before sequences I think that are gonna happen. Is like Renji. You see him still in his Bankai. I think he released it and he's still fighting in his Bankai. So he might be fighting, like, somebody. I don't know who. But there's gonna be an extra fight scene probably with him. An extra fight scene with Ikkaku and Hisagi. Both of them. I'd love to see a fight sequence with Rangiku. I'd love to see a fight sequence with Momo. We're going to see Shinsui's fight. We're going to see his fight in this part 3. I think that's going to be at the end of part 3. I think it's going to be 2 episodes or something like that. Because that's the longest fight that we got in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, like his fight against the person that he's going to fight, like him and Nanao, bro. Oh my, bro, that is one of in terms of emotion, probably the most emotional fight in the, to me personally, the most emotional fight in the 1,000-Year Blood War is Nanao and Shunsui fighting versus a certain character. That just, because the backstory and shit, it's beautiful. And then, like, you know, the whole thing with Ichibei and fighting Yuok again, because, you know, part 2 technically he actually died. Like, what Ichibei said, that like on the moment of your death, your powers will come back to you or some shit. So technically Ichibei killed Yuok, and he came back and shit. You know, the big bad's coming back and stuff. And then seeing like the man, seeing like seeing like hearing the Quincy's like in their the poetry that Kubo like writes, it's amazing. So all of those things happening. Then I think obviously we're gonna get a bunch of never before seen fights, and then also fights that were just expanded on. Never before seen fights, I think Hisagi and Ikaku, that whole thing, and Yumi Chika probably too. Never before seen fights with those three. Never before seen fights with like a bunch of other characters. Maybe Ukitake is forced to actually have like a really quick fight or some shit, and then he's doing a certain thing, judging by like the photo that, or not the photo, but like the visual that we saw in part 2 about him sitting there with no shirt on or whatever. He's doing some sort of ritual. Maybe he has to do something before that or whatever. But seeing that, those never before seen fights, probably Renji's probably gonna have a never before seen fight. Maybe Rukia will too. But everybody gonna be going Bankai, and I'm so ready for that shit. So, and then probably never before seen fight for like Nell and Grimjow, and then maybe maybe Haribel, hopefully. Like tier heart, like please, like it would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's mostly like the never before seen stuff. The expanded stuff, extended things, maybe Mayuri's fight is gonna be extended, maybe like Shunsui's, but Shunsui's was like probably one of the best fights period of part 3. It's probably gonna be maybe a little bit extended for Kisuke's. Kisuke's was fucking awesome, and Kisuke or Yoruichi was with Kisuke, and Yoruichi's outfit, bro. Oh, you guys are not fucking ready for that shit. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, it's gonna be great. And then like maybe extended stuff is also like, again, judging from the key visual with Orihime, with Ichigo, with Chad, and with Ganju in that key visual, them making a key visual for those characters is a very, very clear indication that there's going to be a lot more for their characters. Now, 100%. There's a scene where Chad and Ganju are saying, "Go, Ichigo. You and Orihime, go. You can't stop here. This is not your place to fight. You got the big bad to get to." So they go, and then you see Chad and Ganju facing off against these gigantic stone guardian statue type of things. And you don't see any of that fight. We are 110% going to see a crazy awesome fight with Ganju and Chad going off against those giant pillar guardian stone statues and shit. That I need to see that shit. And then, so that's a never before seen thing that we are 100% going to see. That is the one thing that I'm guaranteeing 1,000,000% that we're seeing, because that was going to be something amazing for Chad and Ganju to show their stuff. Amazing. And maybe there's a bunch of also fodder Quincy's at the bottom of those pillars, and they're fighting with those giant guardian statues against it, and it would be a fucking crazy thing. I think that could happen. I know, guarantee 100% Chad is going to get that fight, and Ganju's going to be with him and getting that fight also and stuff. Amazing. And then the never-before-seen fight that we are also guaranteed 100% get, judging by the trailer, obviously, is Ichigo versus Uryu. Now, I don't think that that's going to be something that's like, whoa, like it's going to be like, oh, Uryu really does hate them and everything, and Uryu is really on their side. Uryu is not on their side. He's not on the Quincy side. He's smarter than that. He's not that stupid. Judging by literally the entirety of his family and his lineage and all the other Quincy's in the world of the living, there's a reason why they defected and left. Because they realized the propaganda bullshit that Yuak or Juabak has been giving the Quincy's to get them to hate the Soul Reapers. His entire family knew that. His grandpa knew that and defected away and everything. That's obvious. That's obvious that Uryu is not on the Quincy side just because he is a Quincy. That it's got to be one of the dumbest, the absolute dumbest reasons for such a genius character as Uryu is. There's no way. But obviously, he's probably confused with all the information that he was given and stuff, and then, like, you know, Ichigo's gonna punch some sense into him or some shit. But seeing that sequence really quick of like Ichigo slicing those arrows might not even be Uryu's. We have no idea, but like it's pretty damn certain that those are his. And he's like, fine, bro, it's movie quality. We say this like in every part in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, but it is movie quality. This, they stated very clearly that they are upping the ante on the CGI, which is really good actually in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc so far. Amazing. Up the ante on the CGI, up the ante on the art style, up the ante on the animation. Even more so than what it was in part 1 and 2. We're watching a movie, bro. And we're going to see that Ichigo and Uryu fight. And I'm very hyped and excited about it. But I don't think Uryu is even close, honestly, to Ichigo, really. He's close, but not that close. You know, just for me personally, what I think. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for that. I'm ready. The key visual looked absolutely stunning and beautiful. My baby girl Orihime on the side, right next to her man, Ichigo and everything, and Ganju and Chad chilling up there too. Like I'm chilling there also. And I'm ready for it. And then also the Bleach game that's announced, and Bandai Namco is running that shit. As a perfect time to get a console or building your own PC or gaming setup or buying your own PC and stuff. Bro, I actually just got a new laptop, so maybe I can actually play it on the laptop. I don't know. But that is it for the news over the weekend at Anime Expo for Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War and everything. Gaming and just Bleach, the Bleach series, like news and everything, like merch and all that stuff. So if you liked anything I had to say or anything over the weekend at Anime Expo about Bleach, leave down in the comments your thoughts. Like the video if you did, and comment down below anything you thought about what I said, about what could be possibly being shown and stuff, what will be being shown. Comment down below. And subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most importantly, everybody gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I'll see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. Locked home. Bleach is once again back, baby. It's back. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Oh shit.